Someone knows how wrong they were about you. You changed them forever. Things they maybe even made fun of you before, now they're seeing in a whole new way. They choose you. Things they wish they had paid attention to you more, like called you crazy. Look, some of us just have a different way of thinking, okay? And people don't know how to take that because we're in places that we weren't really meant to be, but it's there to strengthen us. And this person's like thinking back on stuff you said, hoping your story's not over, wondering what happened to you because you may have left, moved out of town. This could be somebody from way back. You know who it is, though. Someone came into your mind. And don't say it out loud. Don't contact them. But I would make a private intuition journal. If it's important enough to you, you might just scroll past this reading. It's not a big deal. But if you really want to remember this, like someone reaching out to you, just don't tell anybody you're doing this. Just a little tiny notebook you keep someplace. Even just a little, even something from the dollar store. Just write the name or something that reminds you of them, like their initials, because words are very powerful. When you start doing this, what I just said, you're going to start drawing it to you, or you're going to see if your intuition was right. They're kind of both the same thing. That's the reason I want you to do it. It's a very simple little journal where less is more. Don't say a lot because words are that powerful. Anyway, I want to come back. You saw who I really am. You would have left me anyway. You see, they realized it was because you had to leave. But they want to come back. They want you to come back. Like, it's like you just flew away. I'm looking at somebody who let a bird go, you know, like maybe a caged bird inside their house, which people do that. I didn't know till social media how common it is for people just to let their bird out. Sometimes they take a little trip and come back, like even parrots and stuff. I mean, I'd be a little scared to do that with one of my pets, but people know their birds. Anyway, they wish you would come back. They feel like you left the cage and they can't leave, but they feel like they're stuck in a cage without you. But you told them some invaluable advice. That's what they're really upset about. They feel like they were too willing to stay in that cage. And you were willing to just fly out, because here's the thing about that cage. No one's holding them there. They are free to leave anytime they want. It's a self-imposed prison. And it's like you just flew away and left, and they're like, come back to the cage. They can see you flying around up there from inside the cage, like, just get out of the cage. Yeah, you're free to go back there and visit if you want. Talk to them through the bars in the cage. Even go inside the cage as long as you can get right back out, because freedom is everything, okay? And this person feels like there was a deeper connection there at one point, or there could have been. Okay, they're seeing now that it could have been. They wouldn't have said that before when they knew you. They were like making fun of you or just didn't see your value. They were going through something of their own. Because look, people, we're all selfish natured. You know, we're only experiencing our reality. There are things they really missed on you, like things they slept on. If they could go back, they would completely do things different. They wish they had a do-over of some sort, but they know it couldn't have been that way. Like, logically, they know that. They're like, you had to go off and learn. You know, it just wasn't the right timing. You know, things happen for a reason, like your paths separated. At the time, they didn't even care about your path. Like, seriously, this is someone who maybe you would be shocked. This person did not see your value at all. It's like night and day. Complete 180 turn. They didn't see your value. And now they're just wondering, who were you all along? They feel like they missed out. And they don't want that anymore. They want to take advantage of this opportunity if it comes back in. They're hoping some kind of meeting, like that you'll come back to the cage, like, or somehow cross paths with them, you know? The cage being wherever you knew them from. They're hoping you'll come back there, but you know, you moved on. It's up to you if you want to go back, even for a visit. I thought something flipped over. I thought a card flipped over. It'll come up again if it did. You can do better. Ooh, thinking of you. This is them projecting, like they still feel like they would hold you back, or like you're just different. You're cultured in some way. Like something has changed. Life has changed you. You've grown up. You've changed. Like caterpillar, butterfly situation. And they know you could do better than coming back to the cage to visit. But they're thinking of you anyway. They're hoping that they can have some kind of interaction with you. There are things they would say. They're rehearsing conversations. I feel like I'm supposed to move from the cage to you. Like, what is going on with you? I'm just saying, I don't know how much these cards really relate to this person, but this person is trying to manifest you in some way or pray that you'll come back. Just know that. You're going to feel them tugging on your energy. You know what? Like, I've never taken a tarot class, but just from the stuff that comes at me, from people who have. I can tell that teaching must be different between teachers there. Anyway, it's not something I really want to learn, because you're just learning a system, just like, and I always tell people this, like when they come in with these rules, like the card flipped out this way, the card came out upside down. It's like, you learn that in a tarot class. Just like people learn things in church that aren't necessarily right, you know? And I'm not saying the tarot class was wrong. I'm just saying it's a system and I respect it, but that's not my system. Anyway, going back to this. Keep speaking life, nothing to fear, distractions, faith over fear. This is a distraction, this whole thing. Just, it's okay if it's for your intuition, you know, make a little note about it, move on, but don't let anything distract you, okay? As far as going back to the cage, should you do that? Yeah, it's whatever you want to do. Speak life over it. I'm going to tell you this. Go with what gives you joy. Go with what gives you joy. Heart, mind, soul, and strength. I think about this a lot. It's from the Bible, from secret societies, from a lot of spiritual texts. It's whatever really gives you joy. Because it hit me today. Like, people are always like, what should you focus on? Like, even me as a content creator. Because there are times it just gets so draining to do what feels like the same thing over and over. It just hit me that really joy is the key, because then you're just working toward it with speed. You know, you're not distracted by anything. You enjoy what you do. If you don't enjoy it, it doesn't mean anything. So, look, you have positive thoughts came out as I talk about this. If you want to revisit the cage, you want to go back there and visit somebody, wherever it is, doesn't have to be the place where you grew up, could be just a place you worked, a neighborhood where you lived, whatever. Have positive thoughts about it. Speak life over it and don't let anything distract you. I wish I could say more, but I'm going to start doing, look, a lot of stuff's going through my mind right now, stuff I got to do on other channels. The veil is thin. We are moving spiritually quickly, all of us. So have faith. Don't let anything bring you into fear. Social media is really trying to do that right now. It's trying to get us to visualize things. And I just had a lot of thoughts about that. Like, I was just scrolling TikTok and look, you got to question. There's so many things they don't allow. So why are they pushing certain things so hard? Is it for an agenda? Is it because people have been tricked into visualizing something and talking about it and being afraid of it? Fear will manifest faster than anything. So as far as this veil being thin, and because I know somebody's probably watching this, well, I doubt you're watching this far if you feel this way, thinking there's so much else going on in the world and you're talking about this. No, I mean, you are the world. Okay? You are everything. Everything is you. And no matter what, the day of the Lord in the Bible, which I take as an allegory, there's a whole lot missing. Let's not go down that path right now. I have another channel called And So It Is, or just So It Is. You may see it linked below if I can link it. Anyway, it says people will still be marrying, giving in marriage. You know, people are still going to be going about their daily lives. You have to focus on yourself first. What they want you to do, and by they, you can take that however it resonates. They want you to watch stuff on social media or the news. Look, I really get scared a little bit. I don't mean scared literally, but my spirit goes, you know, kind of says, don't watch this. When I see something, make it from TikTok to the news. Because I know it's big enough. Like, I feel like they're really using that to harness the power of the collective imagination. Because it's stronger on a collective level. So it's what you focus on. Hang with like-minded people who encourage you. Who aren't just like clinging to social media. Because I'm telling you, there are things they allow and things they don't. And they are pushing some things really hard and heavy. Like, and I know what they're doing. My spirit immediately says, take note of this, but keep going. Don't let it occupy your mind, because they want to use your mind. Your mind is a magnetic battery. They want you to visualize things. Okay? There are phrases and words I'm not even allowed to say. That's how strong it is. I might do a message later on something. I hate to say this. I can't believe I'm saying this. Rumble, because I can't think of any place else that actually gives you that kind of freedom of speech. But I know the reputation it has, and I definitely don't want that reputation. Anyway, I'm thinking about it, not sure. Just focus on yourself, go within, speak life over your situation, do what brings you joy. I'm sending you the energy of someone who knows what brings them joy. Sometimes we just have to slowly figure it out. I've been keeping a list of things I want, like things I try to manifest, like an actual written list. And as I think of things, I put them on there. I got that from a great spiritual teacher, Kevin Trudeau, whose teachings have really resonated with me. And every time I think of something new I want, I put it on that list. Start doing that. Just start making a list of what makes you happy. Don't tell anybody you're doing it. Don't let anybody read it. Don't tell anybody. And don't keep it on your laptop, your phone, your tablet. No, keep it manually. Telling you what I've learned. Anyway, have positive thoughts. Do not let anyone affect your thinking, especially with fear. Fear brings everybody down to that low vibe. And the shift that a lot of us believe in, just a theory, is an energy, a frequency shift, a vibration shift. Everything is vibration. Everything, everything. Really, everything around you, you're even yourself, you are water, electrified water, vibrating at a certain level. That's why things can be changed. That's why you can see it so much in water. You can look into that, especially the fact that water changes phases. Gas, solid, liquid. Right in front of you it changes. Right in front of you. So yeah, when you speak things into water, it's easy to see it that way. Yeah, there are so many studies about this, about how words affect water. Even frozen water. Like if you put anyway. My theory, just a theory, is that it's actually like that everywhere. Like even these cards sitting beside me. This pen, everything. These cards here. My phone, everything I'm looking at, everything in my field of vision could actually be changed. My words are affecting all of it. The reason you see it more in water is because it can change phases in front of you. And because that's what everything's really made of, electrified water. You get inside any atom, you're going to find protons, neutrons, electrons. These are batteries, little batteries, quantum level stuff. Let's not go there too deep right now. I'm just saying your words don't just affect the water. They affect the air. They program the air. They affect everything. You just see it more in water. Because water is just the most basic thing. It may take longer. It takes more of a belief. It takes an actual belief to change stuff in the 3D. Anyway, have positive thoughts like never before. Look, I just saw this. Like this before. I've never felt like this before, but I said like never before. Look, words are a spell. Words are just so powerful. So be mindful of every word that comes out of your mouth because it affects your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. Affects everything. You have positive thoughts. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.